Since he has now revealed himself to be not a commentator but a prophet, not a shock jock but a televangelist, we say howdy to the modern Elmer Gantry and welcome you to the first edition of Saint Beck as in Wreck. Amy Semple McBeck, Elmer Becktree, Jimmy Swag Beck, whichever one he is. From time to time here we'll point out his more egregious mistakes of fact and of faith. And sad to say, Friar Beck made an inauspicious debut at the Pentecostal service in Washington on Saturday, because the first thing Ted Haggard will tell you, St. Beckus of Assisi, is don't lie to the flock.
If you look at the Washington Monument, you might notice its scars. But nobody talks about that. But a quarter of the way up, it changes color. Did you know that it did? Look at it. Look at its scars. How did the scar get there? They stopped building it in the Civil War. And when the war was over, they began again. No one sees the scars of the Washington Memorial, the Washington Monument.
Sorry about that, Tammy Faye Becker. In fact, per the National Park Service, the cornerstone of the Washington Monument was laid on the 4th of July, 1848. And stones were contributed by many world leaders. When a stone was donated by the Pope, an anti-Catholic, anti-immigrant political movement called the Know-Nothing Party stole the stone and threw it in the Potomac River. Then the Know-Nothings gained control of the commission in charge of building the monument, and Congress withdrew all the funding. The Know-Nothings bought their own cheap stone, which was so bad it had to be removed. And in 1858, 3 years before the Civil War began, construction of the Washington Monument was abandoned. Sorry about that, Creflo Beck. It wasn't until 1879, 14 years after the defeat of the side Father Coog Beck would have supported in the Civil War, that construction was resumed using marble from a different quarry. The color change in the Washington Monument, Bishop Fulton J. Beck, has nothing to do with the Civil War. It owes to the interference of and hatred of immigrants by the Know-Nothings. Teach your sheep about that, Father Grigory Yefimovich Rasput Beck.